Well, hello there. Welcome back to another vlog. We have a lot to catch up on. Welcome back, everyone. It has been a very long time. And like I said in the intro, there's a lot to catch up on. So we'll just get started with what I'm doing today. So today is Sunday, August 27th, sorry. And generally, I'm not in on Sundays, but sometimes I am. And today, no one is in, which is perfect because I'm actually doing a little bit of remodeling. So in the latest video that we came out with, which was like a while ago now, we built this little wall section here. So we completely closed off that pathway. And we've now filled it up. So those E-bins were there. Those then shifted down, and then the desk that was here, we ended up taking out, and we moved the computer over to here. So now we have two computers at this workstation. TV came off the wall. That might be about it, actually. But now we have once again filled up this section. You can see we have a few empty drawers there. That'll last us less than a week at the rate we're adding right now. And we can fit 12 more acros right here. So that's what I'm doing today. If you remember, we had a fridge right here in the corner. We just took that fridge out a few minutes ago. It's currently in the backyard. We're going to see how to store it. It appears to be difficult to store fridges. We also don't have any interior storage. So I think it's going to be like a wrap-it in plastic wrap type situation. However, we also don't want it to get all moldy inside, because I guess it should have airflow. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let us know. But by the time this comes out, I think it will be wrapped in plastic on the side of the house. I don't know. Our thought is, if it doesn't make it to when we move out, then we'll get a new one. If it does, perfect. We will see, though. So this table was like right here. It is going to move, not from there. I don't know if we're going to put another table. I don't know what the plan is, because these bins are going to go against this garage door here. This will no longer be an entrance/exit. And then the filing cabinet on this side, sorry, the floor is also a mess, so I'm trying to walk around things. The filing cabinet that is here, we are going to move from here because we can put another column of acros right here. So because we can do that, that's going to go, sorry for all the movement, that's going to go over here on this side of the desk, or the countertop or whatever. That shelf's going to shift over a little bit. We have this board here that we had mounted for verification stuff at one point on this wall before these bins were gone. This might be way too confusing, but essentially we are now moving things around. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'll kind of catch up with you throughout the day as things come up. Hopefully it's not too long of a day. And then tomorrow kind of we're just back into the normal swing of things, fulfillment, adding parts, all that kind of stuff. So I'll catch up with you later today and let you know the progress that's been made, and All right, a little bit of an update. Moved the filing cabinet from there, as well as the bins that were there, and I moved the E-bins from there to over there. Or they're no longer E, they're actually F. I can explain that too. So these used to be labeled E, and that's because we have A, then B, and then we have C for cups. All the drawers are D, and then by the time you got to the end of the pick path, you went to E, which is where the bins were here. However, at the bottom of this unit, we are at 9888, so we can't actually do a full another column because we only have 4 digits on each of our drawers. So this will be the end of the D section for this column, and then this will be the new E section, which will be Acro Mills drawers, and so this became the F section. Just so you still pick it after D. It doesn't make sense to go through all the drawers, then skip like 3 columns, and then come over here, and then go back. So we switched it up, and these are Fs now. But yeah, I'm just going to zip time in the back so they're all together. And then that'll be all set. Move the filing cabinet over there, which actually fits like almost perfectly in that little gap and stuff. Move this shelf over so that I can put this shelf up. And then that won't stay there. That'll get mounted on the wall above it. But we'll put orders up here that are ready to be verified, so that they're not taking up as much table space. That's been our biggest problem recently, is all the table space that we've lost. For a long time, we had 2 folding white tables here in the middle, and then we had that metal desk that was here that you'll see probably tomorrow in the vlog, or like in one of the next clips, that has moved inside as one of our processing stations that used to have a computer on it there, so now we only have this table space here. So need to utilize shelves and stuff to make it a little nicer. Okay, so next I'm going to cut some boards for the back of this. Like this, we can put it on this side so we can mount more acros there. and then I also need to cut a few to put here, so we can mount one more column right there, and I'll have to move that and that skyline set, and we'll put it somewhere else. So, yep, that's the next little step, and then mount some macros and clean up, and that'll be it for today, most likely. Okay, so I added one more column here, started moving these over. I got the kind of boards on that one so we can mount more acros there, pile of acros that eventually will go up. I might not get to that today. What I did just realize, / think of, usually we have, like, I'm going to move this column here, and then there's like a little gap here that, you know, it's kind of difficult to get these drawers out. What I noticed is there's almost the exact amount of room to put a drawer at an angle here. So I'm thinking this column, I just have to move these over a 1/4 of an inch-ish, maybe a little more, but this way, and we still have plenty of room to put more over there. But if I can move these over, which will be that's 2 screws times 12, so 24 screws I got to move over about a 1/2 inch, and I shift these over, I can somehow build, and I'm not sure how yet, slats that are diagonal to make a triangle there. And then we can mount this column at an angle, which will actually be really nice, and I think it'll be more convenient for picking versus it being flat against that thing there. I'm probably not going to do that today because I don't really know how to do that off the top of my head. But I think I'm going to do that in the future. Maybe next weekend I'll do that if I'm not busy. So for now I'm just going to keep shifting these over, and then I'll probably mount one more column just so we have drawers for the week that are empty to fill up, but I'm not going to mount all the acros today. I'm a little tired, but yeah, okay, just an idea I had. Who knows, maybe it's a bad idea. Let us know if it's a bad idea. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to call it for the night. I am going to do that angled thing, I think. I might do that tomorrow. I might go to Home Depot real quick and I need one more piece of wood in order to do it, but I actually think that's going to be a better way. It doesn't like give us more space, but we're utilizing this space anyway, or we're not utilizing this space anyway because we have to get to those drawers. So I think at an angle it'll make it easier to pick, and it's not really taking up room or anything. So it might be beneficial. I don't know. It could be a waste of time. But I'm not going to move these drawers over yet until I do that, probably tomorrow, just because this column will go there, and I don't want to move them all right now and then have to come back and do it again later. I didn't completely clean up, so stuff's just piled against this wall. But we can completely operate in terms, got to move those boxes, but in terms of the rest of the space here. So that's the plan. So that's it for today. I'm going to go do some other stuff, and then I'll see you in the morning. Paul and I are switching off our schedule, so big news actually. I am now full-time in the store as well. So this is what I do. I still go do other gig work and stuff, but I don't have another full-time job anymore. So Paul and I have been switching off who's the manager of what department during the week. So this upcoming week, I'm in charge of fulfillment. I'll do that for the week, and then we'll swap next week, and then Paul will be in charge of fulfillment, and I'll go inside the house and do cataloging and stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I'll be in tomorrow morning. As of now, I think there's 26 orders that need to be packed tomorrow. That'll probably balloon up to at least 30, maybe 35 by the morning. Mondays are definitely our busiest day right now. Yeah, okay, I'm just rambling now, so I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. There are currently 32 orders that need to be picked, so I will get started on those. And then we have one other person coming in today who's also going to help pick. Paul is inside today, so he will be doing cataloging stuff. And yeah, I probably am not going to show you picking because it's really nothing special. It's just normal, but yep. So I'm going to get started picking orders, and then we'll verify orders and then pack them and then ship them.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the living room. Today I am working on this wonderful category down here, small plates, real lot of fun. Basically this category is just like 1x1 plates, and this is not supposed to be in here. But just studs, all that kind of stuff. What I'm doing right now is splitting it up, so I will like get a cup, fill it up, dump it out on here, and then pull out each individual piece. We call this B sorting. If you've been a long time follower of the channel, I'm sure you have heard that term before, but just in case you're new, we call this step B sorting, where we're pulling out each individual type of piece. So like the 1x1 plates here, are going to end up right here. Round plates, I have way more of those. There's going to be probably 2 of these full of studs, but everything else just gets split up into these little containers. This is bad pieces, and then after this, I'm gonna sort it by color, and then it will all get uploaded. So yeah, I'm hoping this won't take me too much longer, but I'm always wrong. So I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay, so here's where I'm at with the shelf. Got a couple things mounted, finally figured out the angles, and gonna mount those acros, and then I'll show you when that's done. Okay, so I got this thing angled there, so it actually looks really, really nice, and it fits pretty well, and the drawer's all still open and everything, and yeah, so that is pretty cool. Okay, so I just got to move that column over now, and then I'm going to add that one more column so that we have some more drawers to add into today. And then I got to get back to fulfillment. I think there's still like 12 orders, or well, I think a few more came in, but 12 orders that are going to go out today in addition to the other ones that are already packed. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so I forgot to catch up with you, but most of the orders were packed and shipped. I just got 6 more here that I'm working on right now, and then that's it for the day. These aren't going to go out today. A couple of these are from today, like they were ordered or this morning or afternoon, so it's not a huge deal. But these will get packed tonight and then go out tomorrow. That's the last thing I think I'm going to do today. Yeah, but here's all the drawers. I don't remember if I showed you this. Here's all the drawers now mounted at an angle. I think I showed this. And then here's a new column. So we have room for 3 more columns, which is 800 something drawers. Oh wait, no. Sorry. With the 4 columns, it's 800 something drawers. So 600 more drawers roughly, and then we are totally out of space. I've said that so many times though, so who knows. Yep, okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Tuesday, day 3 of the vlog, day 2 of me doing vlogs, and I've already forgotten to shoot one in the morning, so we're doing real good. But I do have an update on the wonderful small plates category that you saw me start yesterday, so I'm going to switch on over to the table and show you what I've done. Alright, so I have finished sorting all of the pieces into like different elements, we'll call them. So like mold types, I talked about this, so this is going to be all the 1x1 round plates, and I was hoping that I'd get a completely full one, but this is still good enough. Studs are pretty good, and they add a lot of piece count. Some of these are going to sit in the inventory for a long time, but like light bluish gray, etc., a lot of these colors will actually sell, so it's still good to add. And then over here we have 1x1 plates. These, actually I'm not actually sure what the sell-through on most of these is. It's been a long time since I've done this category, so I don't want to give any bad information, but generally the rule for most parts is Star Wars colors is what I would call them usually. So it's going to be like a light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, sometimes reds, depending on what people are building, are going to have a pretty high sell-through rate. Whites, if they're in good condition, are going to have a pretty high sell-through rate. And that is a bad yellow piece. Will have a pretty bad sell-through rate, or pretty good sell-through rate. So that's probably what's going to happen with most of these. What we do now is pieces that aren't going to have a very high sell-through rate, we'll list everything at kind of our standard pricing, and then over time we'll decrease the price down to something more reasonable. All right, so that way stuff has a chance to sell at a higher price, but we also don't want it taking up a drawer for forever, so we'll lower the price over time. Right now I'm splitting this up into colors, the 1x1 plates, and then I will weigh and list those, and I'll shoot a video when I get there. But the rest of the categories, or the rest of the pieces that are in this category, is the 2 types of, let's see here. The thin, I don't actually know what these are called, the little round-ended things, but there's a thin and a thick type, so I'll have to split those out. The reason why I don't do this all at once in terms of splitting these out is I found it faster time-wise to do it a second time, because your eye your brain can like get trained on recognizing just those two pieces, and it'll go way faster. So that's the logic behind not splitting up. Like, for example, let's see. Does this one have it? I know that this does. Let's see if I can find a thin. Yeah. So there's thin and thick for these, as well as O and U. This is a thin, and this is a thick. I'm trying to see if I can find a. This is a bad piece. Here we go. So if you guys can tell on here, there is, man, that does not want to focus. There we go. There's a flat edge to this piece here on the hook. So this is going to be a U-clip. I hope I'm saying that right. And this right here, this red one, you can tell it's got a round to its edge. It's going to be an O-clip. Right, U. Yes, it's U and O. I forget which one's which, but the point is that there's two different types. And what I think is the U clips here is going to also have a thin version. I don't believe that the O clips have a thick version, but on Brickstore, which I'll show you the software that we use, I will. It's easy to see what all the different types are. Then we've got these talons, and then I do split out these studs from the regular studs, the hollow ones, just because it's easy. My brain can tell the difference between this and this very easy when I'm sorting. It's more just the stuff like this where I'd have to actually pick it up to look that slows down. So yeah, the next step is just splitting stuff up into colors in order to upload more quickly and get some stuff into the store. Rather than just having several days go by where none of the stuff is going to get uploaded, what I will do is color sort one of these, upload it all, and then go and do the next one. So that way pieces are still being uploaded. We're also uploading cases, but the idea is to get things listed as fast as possible. There's definitely a correlation between not uploading and sales going down. We've talked in previous videos about the so-called algorithm. I don't think that there is an algorithm. I think it's just basically the faster that you can add pieces, the higher statistical chance that someone is going to find those pieces and come to your store. I don't think there's a correlation between upload time and the BrickLink Easy Buy. We actually did an experiment about that where we delisted the entire store and re-uploaded it to reset all the upload dates, and it did not have any effect on sales. So that's not the reason. It's more just getting stuff uploaded as fast as possible is going to have a pretty good chance of getting attracting more sales. So that's kind of my thought process behind that. I might be going in later to upload some cases depending on how much of this I get through. So far, I want to say that sorting this, I'll flip it around again. Sorting about half of this bucket took me probably 10 hours, I want to say. No. Saturday, yeah, probably about 10 hours. I didn't actually track specifically how long I was working on this, but I would say it probably took me about 10 hours. So, no, that can't be right. Somewhere between 6 and 10 hours is my estimate. So then I'm going to, so about half full. Normally we try to do it less than half full, like a quarter, but yeah. So that's kind of my midday update. I'm going to try and shoot something later. I will leave the camera on my desk so I actually remember. But Evan will be in later. I think he's out working. No, I don't know. He's out doing something this morning. And he's doing fulfillment. So I don't know what he said in previous vlogs, but kind of to update, give a little update on our general practices now. We alternate weeks where one person is doing, I guess, what I would call back end or processing, and then one person is doing fulfillment and managing the front shop with the pickers, and then one person is receiving stuff that comes in, and doing processing, and right now it's my week to be doing processing. So he might shoot a video for fulfillment, not sure, but I will try and catch up with you all later. Alrighty, I've gone ahead and split it down into color, and now I'm going to get started on cataloging this. So the first step is going to be taking these big ones here and doing a quick quality check on them, which is just dumping them out real quick and moving them around a bit, and then we're going to put them on the scale and add them to a BSX. And then for stuff like this will also get weighed, but obviously, like, if there's just 3, I'll just catalog it manually.
Okay, so I'm going to finish up today by sorting some of these minifig parts. Now, these are not actually all minifig parts. This is what we call minifig part category, but it's minifig parts and accessories and random. And there's an insane variety in this bin. But what I'm essentially doing right now is, also, this is the metal table that used to be in the garage. I'm taking a cup or 2 of these, and I'll pour it out like this. And then I'm going through it, just laying it out real quick and pulling out right now only a few certain things. So all these little mini people thing, plus these if I see them. This is my animal bin, so if there's any animals in here, you know, fish, anything, it goes in there. This is like minifig, actual minifig pieces, could be heads, headgear, wearable things, like I'm counting even like these little fins. I can't get it out, but like fins and things. This, which I know is not really a backpack, but like could be worn as a backpack. So that's what this is here. Anything flame related, and then just these spinny things since they're large. And what I'm gonna do is I take a scoop or 2 out of here, I pull all the stuff out, and then I slide it off into this bin, and then I do it again. And then after I fill these up, or once I've gone through everything, then we can just catalog one of these categories. We can actually further sort it and catalog it. And I think this will be a more efficient way to get through this category instead of trying to do some crazy, you know, beast sort from the top. So I'm just going to keep doing this throughout the next couple weeks or so. Spend an hour or so a day and pull out a category, and then we can catalog that category during that week. And that's just so that this doesn't pile up forever, since this has been piling up for quite a while now. And there are hundreds or thousands of lots in here that we just haven't added to our inventory because they kind of end up in this category, and we've had a hard time dealing with this. So that's my plan for sorting. If anyone has a better idea, we are all ears. We'd love to hear about it in the comments. But yeah, that's my plan. So I'm just going to do this for an hour or 2 tonight, and that'll probably be it for today. I added a few cases today. I don't know if Paul showed you the cases and stuff. I think he did. Bins went out with a contractor today, so I had to prep those and stuff. But yeah, just going to work on this tonight, and then that'll be it, and I'll wake up and do some more fulfillment in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. I am once again in the garage doing fulfillment. However, today we also need to sticker some new drawers because we have a lot of these cases, like all of these here, and then we have a total of like 70-something cases, and right now I believe 63 or something like that of them are full of pieces that need to be added. So we need to number this column. However, this is the column where we can no longer do D. So this is the end of the D column. This one is going to start with E. So E1, 2, 3, etc., and then we'll go with E's. Currently, our printer, unfortunately, is not doing super well. So some labels, like this one, for example, let's see if that focuses. It is not focusing. Oh, this is on manual focus. If you see that, it's not super crisp. It's like all wonky. For some reason, the printer that I have I think it's running low on toner. So I ordered more toner and stuff for it, but I don't want to print barcodes like that because they don't always scan. So I think what I'm going to do is take the labels to like the UPS or the FedEx store and with the PDFs and see if they can print on them so that we can sticker these drawers today. The toner arrives tomorrow, which is really sad, but we really have to get pieces added today. So, yep, besides fulfillment, that's the plan for today. And here's Paul. He's coming in.
That's not Paul.
Oh, it's Kyle. Kyle's here!
Hi!
Okay, so I went to FedEx, and look how crisp these labels are. Like, I don't know how close I can focus, but you can read the word demo mode across that gray bar. That's just from the software we use. But these are all printed now, so I'm going to sticker some drawers, and then Paul and myself will have a lot of parts to add, or a lot of drawers to add into today. At least one column, and then, yep, so that's what I'm going to work on.
Alright, it is Wednesday today, and I'm back in here. This time I am now sorting 1x1 round plates, just basically doing the same thing I was doing yesterday, splitting it up into different colors, and then I'm going to be cataloging it. All the 1x1 plates, not the round ones, have been uploaded and sent to drawers, and all that fun stuff. So now I'm just repeating the process, and yeah. Hello everybody, I'm just shooting a little update here. I have sorted out all of these colors, but unfortunately our scale might be reaching the end of its life. Obviously I know that this is not the optimal location to be weighing stuff, seeing as this table is kind of shaky, but we've been noticing for a while, even on better surfaces, that sometimes this count seems to be off. Right now there are only 30 items in this cup. And it is detecting 35, and it is being consistent on that. This has been a reoccurring issue. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. Doesn't matter how stable, I mean obviously a less stable surface causes it to be less accurate, but if I were to move this to like another table or something, it would be fairly consistent and still being inconsistent. So I think it's time to purchase another scale. I have not yet made up my mind, but we discovered this in that a lot of parts that were getting weighed, we kept going to the drawer and it was way over what it should have been by like 10, 20, 30, sometimes more. So as you can see, this is definitely a problem. So yeah, very unfortunate. We might be having to buy another scale unless I can figure out what is wrong with it. Obviously, it is not level right now. I just was setting this up so I could shoot this little vlog. This has been an ongoing issue, so no need to go into the comments and say, oh, your scale's not leveled. I know it's not leveled. But yeah, this has just been an ongoing issue, so yeah, I'm gonna maybe take it apart and see if there's something preventing it from, I don't know, if there's I don't know how scales work, but yeah, gonna take it apart later, and such, and see if I can't figure it out. Hello everybody, and welcome to Friday. I am currently fulfilling orders, so I don't know if a vlog was shot yesterday or not, but I already picked today, so I'm just going to be verifying and packing stuff up. We don't verify every order anymore. We just verify ones that meet like certain criteria that we flagged as like being more likely to have an error, kind of. So not all of these are going to get verified, especially not this big one here. Anything that's like way too big, we don't double check anymore, just because the time does not go linearly. It takes more time for larger orders. So not all of these are going to get verified, but they've all been picked, and I'm just going to pack them up, verify those that need to be verified, and head on over to the post office.
Hey everyone, it is Friday evening / night. It's like 7 p.m. I am, I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm going to do customer service. That's primary. That's the first key. Since I don't think it got done today, so I'll issue some refunds, pick some parts, and pack some pieces and stuff for people who didn't get parts or whatever that might be. And then I'm probably going to add some pieces. I haven't been in yesterday or today, and I think Paul just did fulfillment all day, so I believe nothing's been added. I haven't even talked to Paul in 2 days. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to check on just see where everything's at, but I'm for sure going to do some customer service right now, and then I'll probably add some pieces. Tomorrow morning I will be dropping bins off with one of our contractors who does a lot of our ACE sorting. I actually drop bins off and pick them up directly with her, and then I might drop bins off to one of our other contractors. Usually she picks them up, but we didn't have anything for her the past few days, and I just said, I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow whether that's what I do or if she picks it up. So tomorrow morning is going to be mostly a day prepping things and doing things with contractors, but I'll bring you along for that. As for tonight, though, yeah, customer service and add some pieces, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, good morning everyone. Today is Saturday. I am prepping bins, not these, some bins down here to go out for A sort. So got 5 of them right now, which is about 100 pounds, give or take. Gonna drop that off, so I drop / pick up from this A sorter. Just because she does larger amounts and her car can't fit it. So I put usually 6 to 8 bins in my car. Today I'm gonna give her 6. One of them is a pull apart bin, which I just packed up actually, but essentially this bin here will fill up, and it's something that's like in big pieces and stuff. I don't think we have anything right now, but something that's still mostly assembled, and so that's a separate type of bin. But she'll get about 100 pounds of A sort, and then I don't know, one bin of 15 pounds ish or whatever of pull apart, which then just gets sorted directly into A sort. So I'm gonna go drop that off now and swap it with the other ones, and then I can show you what I do when I get back, which is then taking all of the categories that she sorts it into, and we'll put them on the wall. It's the same process for every A sorter. This one's just a little different since I actually go swap the bins out with her instead of they come to the house here. After that, I'm gonna prep some more bins for one of our catalogers, probably just one bin actually. I don't know what category yet. We will figure that out when I get back.
Hello everybody and welcome to Saturday, the end of the vlog, I think. I am currently uploading cases today, so I talked a little bit about cases the other day, but I didn't actually shoot a vlog showing the process of how we actually upload cases. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We start with some cases that you can see, like we have some down here. I believe I'd shown you the big stack, but basically we bring them in and we fill up this area here with cases, and we pick one at random. I've already selected one, so we'll just jump over there. Right here I have selected a case, and on the side of the case here there is a barcode and a number. So these correspond to BSX files. I've gone ahead and opened the BSX here, so everything that's in here should also be in here, and then I will just go down the line and put in the remarks. So this piece here will go into let's just imagine it went into this drawer. It probably won't, but we'll just pretend. Then I would scan this barcode, so like this here, and now the barcode is in there. At the end of all of this, I could upload it, and then we would get all these pieces put into the inventory.
Okay, so I am back from picking up the A sort. So here are the bins of A sort that is now done, and then inside there are bags that are each category of the 24 categories, or 25 now. We have we have some extra categories we've sort of made. Now I'm going to prep some cases and a couple bins. Really, that just means I'm going to take cases and I'm going to put them in a crate so they're easier to transport. Each crate holds like 5 cases, and then we can put them in a car, and they're easy to go off instead of having to go case by case. But I think we're going to give large slopes to this cataloger today. So we have 2 bins of this that's pretty much full that are washed and ready to go. So these are large slopes, or this is our large slope category. So that's what we're going to give away, or not give away, but give out to catalog. So 2 cases of that. I just need to check the sheet and figure out where the other one is. It is somewhere on this side of the wall, though. I think it's in one of those columns. I just need to find the number. And then we're good to go. So it's number 12. So yeah, I see it right there. So yeah, that's going to be it for that. We pretty much just give out cases now. Very rarely do we do bags like we used to. The bags are just taking way too long to, not only for the cataloger to add into, but also for us to then, after the fact, open up the bag, pour the pieces into a drawer. It was just really inefficient. So these cases are great. I'll open one up. I think Paul probably already showed you. He was adding cases this morning, so I imagine he filmed a vlog with that. But yep, so that's what I'm going to do, and then swap that out, and then I'll show you kind of the process after I prep the other bins of getting those back into bins on the wall and what we do after they fill up and stuff. Okay, so I just swapped, or gave those couple bins of large slope to our cataloger, and then gave out 22 cases. So we have 3 different types of cases. We have these 20 count, actually now is not even the time to show you since we only have these left, but we have 40 count cases, which are the same size as these. They just have smaller containers inside them. So this has 20 inside of it, and then we also have an 8 count, which are much bigger, but they belong there / there, and we don't have any right now. So I'll show you those cases later, but now what I'm going to do is go through each of these, and as you can see, each bag has a certain category in it. So in this case, it is our large plates category. So this would then get opened up and dumped into the large plates bin. And so these are all of our categories here. You can see some of them don't have bins because we just did those categories. So Minifig parts is actually what I'm working on, as I showed you the other day on the table. Paul just almost finished small plates. I think he still has, I think these are cataloged, but he has to consolidate these into the inventory. And then, yeah, so everything else we have here. I mentioned we have a few extra categories. One of those is Duplo, and then the other is windshields. So windshields is here, and Duplo, well, we don't have a ton of Duplo, but we don't actually have spots on this side of the wall. So windshields is unofficially here. And it's really windshields and clear pieces. Doesn't need to be exactly just windshields. And then Duplo is, I don't know where actually off the top of my head. That's not it. That's not it either. I don't know where Duplo is, but somewhere over there. So I just have to check the sheet. And we usually only get a few Duplo pieces per batch, so it's usually not much. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go through bag by bag or bin by bin, and I'll just open them up, take out each category. Most of the time, so you can see in here, there's more large plates, more large plates. Most of the time, depending who the A sorter is, this is Diana, she does a lot of our A sort. She's really good about bagging all the stuff and putting it in the same bin, so I just have to open this bin and can fill up almost a whole thing of large plates, and then when I get to the next one of them might have like mostly bricks, etc. It's not like all mixed up. She kind of does it in order, so it's really nice. Yep, so this is what I'm going to do. Just going to get working on that, and then after that, I'm probably going to get back to sorting some minifig parts and helping Paul catalog small plates. Okay, so finished putting all those away. As a category fills up, like this one, the extra large plates, that's large plates for that one, but extra large plates is labeled down there. Once it gets full, we'll put a lid on it, and then we'll mark that bin 31 is extra large plates and it's full, and it's ready to be washed, and then we'll wash it. So there's a few on here, got modified tiles that need to go out or need to be washed, large or extra large plate, and then this medium brick is also pretty full. So I'll put a lid on all of those, and then I'll use some of the empty bins that I just finished with, and I'll just relabel them for those categories and put them on the wall for next time. Yep, so that's pretty much our A sort / B sort process, and then they'll go on the wall over there, and then we will wash them and send them out and stuff. Yep. Alrighty, so I think that's pretty much going to be it for the vlog today. A little backtrack of what I did. I actually came back in here and just organized a little bit of stuff, moved some drawers around, made some available drawers, and kind of cleaned up just for the next week to be a little more organized. That's usually what I do on Sundays, so we'll see if in the next vlog I do that tomorrow or not, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, if you like this vlog content, please click the thumbs up button. Please like it if you enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put that down below, and we'll get back into replying to everyone and stuff. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed, please click that subscribe button. So hopefully you guys were enjoying this. It's a little bit difficult for us to get, I think, back into the vlogs and like the consistency of filming stuff, but hopefully it's enjoyable. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.